Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. Apologies about the boiler clock, first world problems and all that guff, and it's a tad dark in here, I am aware of that, but personally I'm quite happy about that because it's wet and it's cold out there, and that's utterly fantastic because yes, before anyone says it's not summer until the something of June. It's summer as far as I'm concerned and I cannot stand the heat. Anyway, what do I have to eat this week? Pavlov's dogs gone already. I was in Iceland, I know, I'm as surprised as you. I have no idea why I did that with my hand then. And I was looking through the pizza section to see if there'd anything new, and I don't know if this is new because it doesn't say new on it. It's the stupidest name pizza ever. However, you don't generally come across pizzas with a 3 chili rating. So I have Iceland takeaway, stuffed crust, American hottest, spicy cheese filled crust pizza. Oh, hang on. Thumbnail. So yeah, American's hottest. It is basically, I'm trying not to die of my own salivation here. Are you preheated? Like a boss. American hottest, a spicy cheese filled stuffed crust pizza topped with spicy tomato sauce, green and red jalapeno peppers, or as they like to say in Bristol, jalapenos, true story, and hot pepperoni, spicy creme fraiche, ooh, or should I say ooh la la, sauce, mozzarella and cheddar cheese. It looks banging, to be fair. The reason I think the name is stupid is when they call stuff over here like American's hottest or American pasta, stuff like that, does that mean when you're in America and you go into like the Dollar Tree or something like that, like their equivalent of Iceland, they have a British food section with stuff like their British stuffed crust pizza? Because I feel that the term American is so overused over here in food, and it's like, I don't know, I probably would have been all over it when I was a kid because, you know, all the TV that we watched, but as an adult I just think, just call it a stuffed crust hot pizza, please. But anyway, I'm pissing and moaning for no good reason. I'm starving as well. That was £2.60, and as I said, it's a 3 chili rating, so I thought, do you know what? That meets my basic requirement, which is I don't get out of bed for anything less than 3 chili rating. And I haven't had a pizza in absolutely yonkers. I thought, I'll give it a go. But yeah, £2.60, how heavy? 524 grams. I think that's not bad. If you want to read the ingredients, go crazy. I read the front, that's good enough for me. And it is 200 degrees Celsius, but we care not for the Fahrenheit. You know who else doesn't care for the Fahrenheit? Robert. Robert says hello. Hello. And we have the loudest fucking phone this side of Pluto. It's fucking retarded. Anyway, excuse me. Fan 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 7, 17 minutes. So I'm going to do it for 15 minutes and play it safe because as you know, when I do these things, I always get very nervous doing pizzas in ovens because it's such a precise art, you know, to get the cheese right so it looks like the cover. I am aware that that's basically box art, so it's raw and painted. But yeah, I hate as soon as the cheese turns and goes, and you know, so it's no longer molten and stuff like that, I get a little bit upset. Anyway, before we get into that, I could go on about interesting things that happened this week, such as our communist overlord selling out 17.4 million people and dragging us back into Europe through the back door. But this time around we won't even have a voice, fucking over the fishermen for 12 years. What else did he do? Yeah, I could also mention the fact that he's finally done the deal with handing back the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, which has got a base, military base with us and America on it, but it's America's military base, and it means that we're now going to lease it back. They're buddies with China, mind. We're now going to lease it back at the cost of £10 million a year for 99 years. But more fucking worryingly, this is what I mean about this communist wanker. He hates fucking people. He plays into our enemies, because in the small print of this deal, any military operation that is going to be flown from this base, this is the base where they, you know, take out the Houthis and stuff like that, isn't it? This is where it's basically an aircraft carrier in the Indian Ocean. Yeah, any military operation that's now going to be done from this island, we have to tell Mauritius about. You know, China's mate. Yeah, that's not going to end in tears, is it? Do I have anything in Crisp Corner? Well, it's funny you should ask. Cheese doodles. I was in Aldi or Lidl. It was Aldi. It was out by Showcase Cinema because I went to see Final Destination Blood Origins or whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it now. But fantastic. No fucking, you know, preaching, no fucking wokeness, no fucking intersectional feminists, no gender identity politics. Just a fucking good old fashioned, really, really gory horror movie. I loved it. But anyway, their Audi was huge, and I had these. They're OLW. I think they were about $1.59. Cheese doodles, the cheesier snack. I just fancy them. I just, you know what? I do like a What's It. I do like a Cheetos, so I'll try the off-brand variants. Also, do I have anything new in Eddie's Bar? Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Yes, I do. I have Baldock Seriously Spicy Hot Chicken Sauce. Yeah. I mean, does that mean it's hot chicken flavour sauce, or it's hot sauce for chicken? Don't know. Love the packaging. Obviously you're familiar with Baldock. They make the really, oh, it's import, really spicy noodles, and they're absolutely fantastic. So I'm hoping that this is an absolute banger. But yeah, I mean, look at the packaging. It's just amazeballs. This was £2 and change, I think, but I was quite surprised to see it, even if it is an import, especially if it's an import, in Audi of all places. Anyway, let's get this bad boy open and see what it looks like. We'll need my pizza tray. Almost forgot about that. I can tell you that I can smell this through the box like you wouldn't believe. I can't get into said, there we go, said box, but I think in the 20 minutes or so it took for me to get back, this might have thawed out a bit. Also, I do apologise if you can hear my dog barking, but she's decided, because I want to make a Fat Friday video, she wants to make a shit ton of noise. Now, it's not the biggest of pizzas, but there's definitely some weight to it. So, like I said, I am quite surprised for £2.60. As per usual, I feel that they could have done a little bit more with the cheese. Let's put you in jar. But you know, again, like I said, £2.60. The toppings are pretty banging though. Look, they haven't stimped on that. A little bit of redistribution here. Right, so let's bang this fucker in the oven. Apparently he's decided that it's no longer preheated. I don't know what the deal is with that, but fuck it. What time is it? It's 4:10. So basically, past 5. Basically, 5:30. I can live with those apples. Little bit of overhand. I'm going to time it on the phone anyway, because I'll make sure I do bang on. We'll have a look at 14 minutes. Because like I said, anyone who's seen me do pizzas on this channel, I haven't done one absolutely ages. I get just I get worried about the cheese. Because it's all about the cheese, and if you fuck up the cheese, then you fuck up your pizza. If you fuck up your pizza, you fuck up your day. And it's just downhill from there onwards. Right, so, off we go. Right, coming up to 16 minutes. I'm going to call it time here. What does it smell like in here? My mouth is a tap. It smells pretty good, actually. There's a zing in the air. I can definitely smell some form of spice. So let's get this fucker out and see what you could have won. Oh, look at that. I think I called it. It was just starting to go. Oh, yeah, pretty hot, but I can... Oh, ow, 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 ow. But you shall resist washing you. Yeah, I think I see it was just going on this side. I caught that. The pizza cutter. See, bollocks do you do these things for 17 minutes. You'll trash it if you do it for 17 minutes. Anyway. There's a crunch to it. Job's a good one. Only 2 red jalapenos. That's a bit disappointing in them. Right, you can go in, Char. What does the crust look like? That. Oh, I can smell those jalapenos. I'm dying now. Get on there, you fucker. Right. Let's crack into this bad boy. I will need a fire extinguisher of choice, and since it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm still on the knockoff Vive Lemon Zero Sugar, knockoff Fanta Lemon, basically. Right. Let's get a big piece first. 2 tears in a bucket. Oh, I'm dying. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Right. Ooh, straight to the back of my throat. Definite little tickle, more than a tickle, a little burn at the back of my throat. The spicy tomato sauce is, there's a nice little tinge in there. It's not super hot. There's a nice little tinge in there. Where I said it wasn't cheesy enough, it's cheesy enough. I'm drowning. I had a red jalapeno in that mouthful, so that's definitely what's giving me the lash at the back of my throat. But yeah, the dough, it's not really heavy. That's what I find on sometimes. I'm dying here. That you get really heavy dough on cheap supermarket pizzas. It's more like eating cake. No, obviously it's not thin and crispy, but yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, that's so. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Like I said, really nice, you know, spicy, tangy, not too overly powerful, you know, like too tomatoey I should say, or too rich sauce. Definitely enough cheese on there. The jalapenos, give it a definite nice kick. And yeah, I'm quite impressed. Like I said, it's only a 3 chili rating. But that's not bad for a pizza. And obviously we can't compare it to the scary spicy pizza, because that was the whole point of that, was to blow your head clean off. My lips burning, the back of my lips are tingling, the end of my tongue is tingling, and the back of my throat. Let's try the see that stuffed crust to see how spicy the cheese is in there. I don't think that's spicy at all. That's weird. The weakest link on this pizza is the stuffed crust. There's no spice level to it whatsoever. I've got a little bit of a sniffle going on. None whatsoever. Also, it's a bit rubbery. I love jalapenos. That's a pretty banging pizza. Is it going to change your life? No. It's £2.60. Has it got a decent amount of kick for a pizza? Because generally you don't get spicy pizzas. Yeah. Could have used more jalapenos. Could have used more red jalapenos, because they're my favourite, to be fair. But it's not like they stimped on the toppings. I'm quite surprised with that. It's about as hot as the hot honey one I had, which is in their kind of posh Italian range. But yeah, I mean, my mouth is pleasantly glowing right now, as are my lips, and I got a little bit of a sniffle. Yeah, American Iceland takeaway stuffed crust, American hottest spicy cheese filled crust. Yeah, that's the weakest link, the cheese filled crust, crap. But the rest of it, banging. Anyway, it's yours. I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.